So I served half of my mission Spanish speaking and half English. And so I say I got the best of both worlds, and that includes food. And Spanish speaking, we actually, I'm trying to think of some of the most, we would get like a lot of enchiladas. My favorite thing in the world, probably my favorite food ever, not just like, just like my favorite food ever probably, is something they call mole, which I can't even really explain what it is. It's like mole, like it means like crushed, like the verb molar is like crushed or I can't even, yeah. And so this is like a sauce that they put on like chicken or some kind of meat, and you eat it with like rice and beans. And my favorite kind of, there's different kinds of mole. There's like mole verde, which is like green mole with like green chilies and stuff like that. There's like red mole, which is like red chilies. My favorite is mole poblano or mole chocolate, chocolate mole, which is like, it's so good. It sounds kind of weird, but it's so good. They have it's just, there's like chocolate flavoring, but then it's like there's still like spices and stuff on it, and they put it on the chicken. Usually it's chicken, and it's amazing. It's just, I know a lot of people don't like it, is the thing. A lot of people don't like it. I think it's so good. It's my favorite thing ever. Oh my gosh, so good. Weird things to eat. Menudo, which is like, is it like, I think it's like cow intestines or something like that. My companions have told me I've eaten it. I don't even remember eating it. But I hear it's weird. Really good things. Bondigas, which is like meatballs. I think it's Mexican. Oh, pupusas. Oh, and there's like the Salvadoran ones, and then there's like Guatemalans and Mexicans will make them too, with like the little different twist. So good. For me, it's like a rock in my stomach though, so I can't eat too many, otherwise like I'm not gonna move with the same speed for the rest of the day. So good. But like it's Oklahoma, and so a lot of times sometimes they won't like cook for you. Sometimes if they're like running out of time, they'll bring like pizza or like chicken or something like that. And something about Oklahoma, I don't know, I've heard a lot of times, it's like the fast food capital of the world. That's what people have like call it, because there's a church in every corner, and there's about 2 fast food restaurants in every corner. And so like maybe it's actually the same amount, you know, but there's about as many fast food restaurants as churches, and that's saying something, you know, because they also call it the buckle of the Bible Belt. Some people might disagree, but I agree. And so you just, wherever you go, there's fast food, and so sometimes that's easier. You will eat probably a lot of it. There's a tradition, you go to Brahms when you first get to an area usually. It's this really cool like fast food / grocery store. I guess if you go to BYU, it's kind of like the Creamery, but a million times better. And so, yeah, their shakes, it's so good. It's like fresh. Everything is fresh because it's only like the farms. What is it? Brahms can only be as far as like a certain radius around where the farms are, because it's all like that day or something. And so that's why I only see it in like Oklahoma and Texas and a little bit in other places, because the farms I think are in like northern Texas. Don't quote me on that. I have actually no idea where the farm is. It really depends on where you go for English. I've only had 3 areas, and my first English area was Ardmore, Oklahoma, southern Oklahoma. And I guess I think like southern Oklahoma is like the most, it's more southern, but it's like the most like the South, you know? And so you get there's like a lot of fried chicken, but I don't think people like make a ton of fried chicken, but they'll feed you a lot of fried chicken, and you'll just eat a lot of fried chicken, I feel like. Also, fried chicken in Oklahoma is really good. a lot better than the fried chicken places, I feel like, anywhere else, because I don't know. Like, I used to love KFC, and then when I got to like the chicken places in Oklahoma, and I'm like, this is just not even that good. Like, KFC is not even that good anymore. There's a lot of like good country people that would do like amazing country food. Like, this one lady would make handmade chicken and dumplings, so good, so good. This other lady, she just cooked everything. One time, she's from Oklahoma, but one time she cooked us like salmon and shrimp scampi, and I was like, who are you, lady? This is amazing. And it was so good. Like, you get some of your best cooks in Oklahoma, and you will get some of your worst cooks, just because depending on the areas, there's some people that just aren't the most cleanliest of people, and so some of your stuff might be a little sketch depending on where you go. You just grin and bear it, you know. Like, grin and bear it. It'll all be fine. Don't worry. You survive. And you remember that these people are feeding you, and that's really kind. But most of the time, I've not had a lot of experiences where I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to eat this. Pretty much all the time. Not all the time, but most of the time I was like, this is great. This is good food. I enjoy this. But I also really like food, so not the pickiest person in the world. Limit your spending on fast food because you will gain weight. Just so you know, this is one of the gain weight missions. There's the lose weight missions and there's the gain weight missions. This is the gain weight mission, so prepare thyself for that.